Do you want to learn how to build a full SaaS solution using serverless? Well, I'm about to start a series where that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do. Hi guys, my name is Sam with Complete Coding, where our aim is to make you into the best developer that you can be. This video is the first in a brand new series where I'm going to be building a full SaaS solution from start to end, and I'm going to bring you guys along. I'm going to be using serverless for everything in this project so that you can see exactly how you can use all of the tools and skills that I've been teaching over the last couple of years to build out a solution that can scale and is actually useful to its users. In this series, I'm going to be going into the technical know-how of deploying and building your SaaS solution, but I'm also going to be touching on a lot of the business aspects, because to build a solution for a SaaS product, you need to understand the business requirements and how those kind of things work to enable you to do the best possible design and eventually deliver the best possible features to your users. I'm going to be bringing you guys along and showing you at every stage what I do, from the architectural decisions and why I've made them, to the design and implementation of the services behind the scenes. I'm going to show you absolutely everything, but if that isn't enough and you want to see line by line all of the code that I've created and how you could build something similar yourselves, once I've completed this series on YouTube, I'm going to be creating a course where each of the topics that I discuss, I'll be having extra little videos that go into detail. These videos will just fit nicely in the story, but if you want to find the information yourselves, I have a lot of that already on my other videos. So the big question is, what is the SaaS solution I'm going to be building? Well, the SaaS solution is going to be a LinkedIn automation tool. That may sound really simple and boring, but actually it's something that I've struggled to find a really good solution for quite a while. I use LinkedIn regularly and I like to be able to block up some time and write a series of different posts and then schedule them to go out at different times throughout the week or throughout the month. I've used other tools before, but I didn't have the control over the publishing schedule that I really wanted. I wanted to be able to say, these are a set of posts to do with this topic, and say if I did a Monday Madness, the kind of thing, then always post those kind of posts on a Monday, but I could queue them up. This functionality is something that I'm really interested in, so that's why I'm building this product. I'm going to be breaking this SaaS series into a couple of very distinct sections. And that is because if you want to know about a particular part of the SaaS process, you can go to that one section, watch those videos, and have all of the information contained, instead of having to jump between different videos at different parts of the series. The first section I'm going to be covering is the SaaS design stage. This stage is going to be a little bit more talking and a little bit more investigating than it is going to be writing code, and it's going to start with the idea. With that idea, we then look into user stories and getting validation that my idea and the product I want to build actually has a demand in the market. With this, we then want to design our proof of concept and our MVP, which is our minimum viable product, and design the architecture for that. At this stage, that architecture is going to be a first version, and I'm sure throughout the process of this series, that architecture may very well change. Once we've got an architecture as a guideline, we then need to figure out if there's anything in the solution that could cause this project to fall on its face. Are there any specific technical things that I'm not sure are possible? Are there any licenses or keys, or is there anything that could stop this project from really getting going? I want to make sure that I can solve all of those issues before I spend hours and hours building out the rest of the platform, only to get stuck at those points. Section 2 is going to be building out the databases. So this is setting up our databases. It's using Amazon Amplify and AppSync to create our DynamoDB tables, designing the schemas in a way that it supports the functionality that we need and the architecture we want, and then building out the UI. This UI is going to be able to write and read from those tables, and we're also going to have a look at sign-up process in the second stage. The third stage is the first real back-end work. This is where a lot of the functionality is really going to get started, and it is where we're actually going to be doing our posts to LinkedIn. I'm going to be talking about the architecture that I'm going to be using in an upcoming video, so make sure you subscribe so that when I release that, you get notified. Section 4 is going to be all about billing and reporting. So this is going to be a little bit of the business side of things around what are the different billing models, but also about how do you implement those in an architecture like ours. We also want to be able to monitor our app and make sure that we know how many users we've got, and if anything goes wrong, we want to be able to know where and why so we can fix it as quickly as possible. The fifth step is going to be deploying version 1. This is going to be a massive step for us, and it'll involve cleaning up and tidying up a couple of extra bits, and then publishing this so that users can start using it and we can get real feedback on our project. After this, we're on to the next stages, which is adding features and developing more and more functionality for our users. So that is the overview of what we're going to be doing over this series. And honestly, I don't know how long this series is going to take, but I welcome you to come and join me in this process, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two and maybe apply it to yourselves and build your own SaaS product out of what you've learned in this series. So thank you, and I'll see you in that next video.